Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Claude and today, Libra, I'm going to be doing your January monthly tarot reading. I hope you're doing well and that you've had a happy holiday season. Those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. Take what applies directly to your circumstances and discard the rest. Now, what energies do I have for my Libra viewers? I'm going to pull out 3 cards from my oracle to get the general energies for the month, and then I'll clarify it with a tarot. Okay, so I'm going to take the top one, and I'm going to pick 2. This one. So your first energy is the cherry tree, talks about renewal. Your second energy is the dream root, talks about dreams. And you've got ginseng, conservation. Renewal, dreams, and conservation. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say about that. So at the center of your spread, you have the 6 of Wands. Crossing it, the Emperor. Below you, Death. Above you, the 2 of Cups. Behind you is the Queen of Swords. Ahead of you, the Ace of Swords. The advice is the Queen of Pentacles. Environment, the Moon. Hopes and fears, the Page of Wands. Final outcome, 8 of Pentacles. The energies at the bottom of the deck that you may not be aware of. Temperance. Okay. So in the near past you have the Queen of Swords. Now Swords is to do with the mental realm. So thoughts, truths, communication. The Queen of Swords is someone who cuts what no longer serves her. She's very patient, very fair. She bases her decisions on facts. And so with her being in your near past, I see you cutting off something or someone. I'm getting the message that you cut off someone. And the reason being that in the center you've got the 6 of Wands crossed by the Emperor. Now the 6 of Wands is a celebratory energy. 6 is the number of harmony after having overcome a challenge. And Wands is to do with passions and willpower and drive, this fire energy. And so this is the triumph cards, you know, after having overcome a problem, something that you felt passionately about or someone who you felt passionately about. This is a renewal card. It matches the oracle card here of renewal, but this is crossed by the Emperor. And the Emperor is a big energy because it's a major arcana. So this is more of a permanent energy, something that was put on your path to make you grow emotionally, mentally and spiritually. Now the Emperor, male or female, it's a general reading. Could be a mother or father figure, but someone who's in authority, someone who's very powerful, very, very confident, someone who plans things very carefully and knows how to lead his troops to success. Someone very stable. But this emperor is blocking you. It's blocking you feeling that victory that you've had. And so it's either because this is someone who's refusing to be cut off, and there is the card of dreams in the oracle, and I'm getting the message this is for someone special, particular here, but it could be someone who's coming to visit you on the astral plane, that person that you cut off, fire energy, someone refusing basically to let go, because there is on the more limiting energy of the emperor is someone who is a control freak, to put it politely. And so it could be someone visiting you in the astral dream world, you know, on that plane, stopping you from feeling that celebration and moving on. Or it could be someone in your environment who is not happy about you having cut off that certain person. You know, sometimes the people who love us the most, who are the closest to us, they don't like it when we change. It kind of threatens them when we try to move forward and do something like this. It comes from a place of love, but there may be, you know, someone telling you that you shouldn't have done that. Either way, take what resonates, but with the card of dreams in there, I believe that this person is visiting you in the astral plane and stopping you from feeling that triumph, you know, that release that you try to achieve with the Queen of Swords. Because in the subconscious chart of the spread, you have death. This is another major arcana. You have 3 on this spread, not 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. And so death is a card of something died, so something else can start again or renew. So it's the end of something. There's no way of sugarcoating it. Is something ended and it had to, and your higher self is trying to tell you that it had to happen. That Queen of Swords energy here, that cut, it had to happen, and your higher self knows this. Subconsciously you know this, but for some reason in your near goals you're focusing on a relationship, because the 2 is duality, polarity, but in the realm of cups, which is emotions, love, romance, relationships, it's the card of, you know, a very beautiful relationship, and this is what you've got in your near goal. You're focusing on this relationship, maybe hoping for a renewal, maybe because you got the renewal card here, maybe you weren't the one who did the cutting, the Queen of Swords here, maybe that was someone cutting you off, and you're hoping for the relationship to be rekindled. That could be that. But this talks about, yeah, relationships generally speaking, when actually subconscious knows that this had to end. This was something that had to happen to make you grow. As I said, you may be just hoping for rekindling. And in the near future, you have the Ace of Swords. Now, I love this card because to me this is the epiphany card. This is the aha moment when you realize what you need to do, why something happened. The Ace is the seed, the origin of any suit, and the Swords is to do with thoughts and truths and communication. So it's you getting that clarity in the near future as to why this had to end. It's a beautiful card of victory, because it comes from the sharpness of your mind, the clarity that comes in, which leads you to being able to make a conclusive decision in your life. So it's a beautiful energy, and this is going to be available to you in the near future. And in the advice you have the Queen of Coins. So as I explained with the Queen of Swords, this is patience, but the coins is to do with the physical realm. So the Queen of Coins is someone who's pragmatic, who knows how to create abundance. She knows how to nurture the coin that she holds. She knows her craft. And she can be someone who can be very nurturing and supportive. So you may have someone in your environment, male or female, this is a general reading, who's going to be able to support you during this time. Also, and this is for someone specific here, the Queen of Coins, she would know when to not squander her resources. And because you've got the card of conservation in the Oracle, the advice may be, for some of you, not all of you, maybe to pay attention to your resources and use them wisely in order to produce more, not less. So don't spend your money without having thought it through. But that's a specific message for someone. But generally speaking, otherwise, it will be someone in your environment who can support you or counsel you or help you. And in the environment, you've got the moon, so that's another major arcana. And the moon represents many things, but it represents also things that are hidden. You don't see as well in the light of the moon that you do in the sunlight, and things appear different. So it can also be the card of illusions. So you may be, you see, to me this illusion cards is referring to what you're trying to reach out for, which is the rekindling of that relationship, or just simply thinking about this relationship. The moon casts some kind of a veil on this and maybe talking about that this is an illusion, but it could also refer to what I was saying at the beginning, which is, I believe, someone maybe trying to reach you through the astral plane, because the moon is all about intuition and all of those kind of mysterious energies. And this is in your environment, so things are not clear. But you will get the clarity in the near future with the Ace of Swords, but this is why things are the way they are at the moment. You also have Temperance, which is another major arcana in the energies, underlying energies. Now, it talks about balance and harmony and also patience. Temperance is patience, things in moderation, which links to the advice of not squandering your resources if we're talking money. So being patient, being moderated in how you spend your money, or it could be what you eat if you have a tendency to overeat when you you know, when you're under duress, for instance. But it talks about harmony, things being in balance. And in your hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. Now, the pages brings you news, and Wands is to do with passion and things that really excite you. They also indicate a new opportunity or a new beginning, and you're hoping for a new beginning. This is the message I'm getting for a few of you. A relationship had to come to an end, and subconsciously you know it had to come to an end, but you can't feel that release and that happiness, that triumph about overcoming the relationship, because you're still focused on rekindling it. And I believe it's because you're not free of the Emperor, whoever the Emperor is, male or female. You're not free of that person yet. But the Ace of Swords will bring you the renewal that the Oracle talks about. And so that's why, you know, you're hoping from news from that person, or for a new beginning with that person. This is in your hope sector. But the moon is here as well to talk about illusions and things that are hidden. And remember that, you know, what's in your subconscious is to do with your higher self talking to you. Your higher self is trying to tell you that this had to end. And in your final outcome, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. Now, 8 is the number of advancement. it talks about, it's earth energy, so this is slow energy. It's advancing slowly but steadily. The Eight of Coins is a very solid energy of someone who's applying themselves to move forward step by step and mastering whatever it is they're doing. So the card talks about you going through the end of this, and the renewal card in the oracle is you know, having this renewal, but you're going to have to work at it, and it's going to be step by step, and you have to apply yourself, but you will get there. The cards are very positive in that respect. You will get that clarity. You will see through what's being veiled right now, and you will rebuild yourself, but slowly, and applying yourself doing so. It is a number of advancement. You will move forward, but as I said, bit by bit, steadily, and it will be a positive outcome. It's just a question of patience. As I said, you have temperance in your hidden energies, so patience and moderation, and being patient with yourself, and you know, your progress. It can't happen overnight, and if you're trying to get over someone, this is a lot of work that you have to do on yourself. I am, you know, not trying to say that this is going to be easy. And you have free will, obviously, so every action you take and every thought you have will have an impact on the energies that I'm seeing right now. But as it stands, this is what January looks like. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If the message helped you at all, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you and your time. I wish you a lovely January month, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.